I'm building my dream watercolor palette because I might be taking a very exciting art-related trip soon. In order to do this, I bought an empty watercolor tin with 48 spaces in it, so I can fit so much watercolor in here. Before I could really start building it though, I wanted to make it a little of my own, so I spiced it up with some fun stickers. The set of 48 is going to be a combination of my handmade paints plus some of my favorite tube paints, because I will also have my unicorn food, a set of 12 with me, because I've been instructed to bring both a larger set of colors as well as a smaller travel size palette, so I'll already have them with me. I'm starting off with my bright yellow lemon drop color, then I'm going to go with the Shinhan permanent yellow light, followed by my kind of version of yellow ochre, yellow curry, a different yellow ochre because I love yellow ochres, my handmade carrot juice, Mission Gold's vermilion, it's so beautiful. It's also the perfect transition to go into reds, so I'm going to add in my fresh watermelon and then into some different reds, and then my favorite handmade color of all time, my neon flamingo. By the way, I'm doing a mixture of my handmade paints as well as tube paints because they have different effects. Some of these are going to be really granulating, and then some of them are going to be really kind of explosive with color. After Neon Flamingo, another one of my all-time favorites, Chord's Quinacridone Magenta, and then I actually have two different red violets. One has more of a red undertone and one has more of a purple undertone. Then my handmade purple eggplant. Over into blues, which are some of my favorite colors to use. By the way, I'm using different colors. I have swatch sheets of most of the things I own, so I'm referencing what I want to take here. So I'm going to do some Mission Gold Prussian blue. And then any palette that I have has to include a phthalo blue because I think they are so stunning. It's my favorite blue to use. And I really like this Winsor Newton one. You can tell I really like it because I had to get my tube squeezer out to actually get enough out to pack this. Then back to a handmade color of mine. This is Blue Lagoon, and this M. Graham Cobalt Teal is stunning. That teal is a great start to transitioning over to green colors. We're going to start with Peacock Green from Shinhan, and then into a Viridian Green from Shinhan as well. Then into some Mission Gold greens. We've got Van Dyke Green and Olive Green. Both of these are stunners. Then my handmade colored Chard. Daniel Smith's Green Gold. This is actually one that Andrea sent me, and I know why, because it's beautiful. My handmade Neon Green, Lime Jello. Shinhan's Yellow Green. This is also a really beautiful color. I mean, obviously, I like all these colors because I'm putting them in my dream palette. My brown of choice is Burnt Sienna, and I'm actually going to put two of these in my palette because both of these have a very different color to them. They're both called Burnt Sienna, but look at how different they are. Then into my handmade chocolate covered strawberry. Then we're gonna go into a raw umber and a burnt umber. Winsor Newton's neutral tint. Another Winsor Newton, and this is Payne's Gray. My handmade color black olive. And then into these kind of blackish type colors. This is indigo. Moon Glow, which is kind of a purplish black. And then my favorite blackish color I make in my handmade ones, which is Black Sand Beach. And that perfectly rounds out all the kind of colors and leaves this last row open just for really fun, playful ones. And all of these are going to be my handmade colors that have a little bit of shimmer or interesting granulating effects. Oxidized copper, mermaid scales, this limited edition silvery blue color, denim, an unnamed color that might be coming soon, amethyst, jacaranda dreams, unicorn blush, spellbound, the luscious unicorn money gold, moon dust, and then the nearly white silver ice. The ones I packed up from tubes need to sit for a couple days out and open to dry before I can close this up and pack them on their way.